Alright, I'm going to do this entire video over again. You know, they used to call me magnet hands with my ability to make computer programs not work correctly. But let's go through this. Alright, what we're looking at is there's a couple nice harmonic setups and stacker setups in the short terms, and we'll go through the fib trades at the end. But let's go through right away and take a look at the EURUSD. And the EURUSD is setting up very nicely in for a harmonic confirmed by confirming a static trade. And what we can see is basically pure Elliott wave at work here. We have a move higher, and it's working in five stages. Most Elliott wave moves. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then an impulse down lower, and now we're stopped at this 136.20 level. If we run a trend line here, I haven't looked at this. We run a trend line here. We are actually just like the Swiss franc. How annoying is that, riding this trend line higher? Anyways, so you can see, but most of the time on the wave down from Elliott wave, we have an ABC correction, and we have 1, 2, 3. And so what do we have on this? We have a move back down lower. From this 138.30 level, and we all know that that bottom level exactly there was the 50 fib from that move. But you can see the 50 fib from this move higher. But you can see this pair didn't reverse at some magical level. I obviously didn't run these 100% correctly. It reversed at the 0.618 fib at 136.20, and I'm going to tell you that favors an extension move lower towards the 131. Let's get this level right. I don't know where it's coming up. 130.53. It favors a move lower. And we'll just put it there. It favors a move lower towards it favors a move lower towards this 131.23 level, which would also confirm with this the support level around 131. So what I'm looking for now is the depending on the close here, it has to be below the 50 fib midpoint of this range. I'm going to be looking to jump into this pair short and try to stack it all the way down toward that 131 level, and easily enough putting my stops here right above that 136.20 level. And of course, you're moving and break down as we go. So this is a perfect setup, confirmed by multiple trading entries. Now I know it's an exact opposite of what I was saying earlier in the weekend, looking for a move down to 134.50 for a pushback higher. But I'd rather that would be more of a short-term time frame, and it was basically based off these levels. And I'm going to stick with the daily charts, and I'm thinking I'm going to have the most chance of success on that move. But of course, I'm going to have to watch this very closely, and of course I'll when we do the trades at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you exactly where I'm putting my orders and stacker trades and so forth. Just put them in and let it ride. It's very different than the fib trading. You put the trades in, you let them ride, and you just basically need to check on them once a day. Great Britain USD, you can see that this pair, love this candle right here, confirming a nice reversal, not confirming a close, we confirm nice reversal. But we're not jumping into this trade right now, and I did put on the blog new trading plans for the Great Britain Euro and the Japan today. What we're looking for is a break below this, but this does spell reversal in every language. A break below this 163.30 level, and more importantly, probably a break back below this 162.82. That'll convince me we're going to be on a range bound down, and we could see a push all the way back to the 158.75. So this is important because it's also going to influence the Great Britain New Zealand, which we're going to go over in a second. The USDJPY, you can see this guy is still pushing higher, 103.10. Now, why do I like the setup in this pair so much? It doesn't look like a great setup. It doesn't look like a great setup sort of to the blind eye, but what we see here is this is a nice fib move. You can see we had the pushback down lower, a break to the 0.618, and then a move back down just below, probably to the 0.86, and then bam, big extension higher, going all the way up to the 1.68, which is around 103.16. I'm thinking about going short right in this area around the 103.20. This is basically our short zone between 103.72 and 103.20. Going short there, we're going to call this the probable PRZ, it's the PRZ, which is the probable reversal zone, and then you can look for a big ride lower, at least to the 101.50, and more than likely all the way back down to one of these fib levels. I haven't exactly come up with my targets yet, but into the 99 level, and we can see. And that could be where we could take targets. So we're going to watch that because it's a nice trade setup. You're only risking about 50, 60 pips, and you could be looking for a move down. So it's a nice 7-to-1 ratio on that trade. New Zealand USD, as I said, this guy doesn't want to go lower. And if the Oz is about to reverse, if the Oz can get any upward momentum, we definitely know that the New Zealand could follow through also. As I told you guys all, that I'm looking for a move down to the 89.90, 89.80 level, and that would be a good point where I would like to go long this pair, looking for a pushback higher, and that's not much lower than where the pair currently is. So I don't see the New Zealand completing a complete head and shoulders from this point. Let's look at one of the exotics, Great Britain, New Zealand. As I've said, this pair, false breakout, it looks like. Now we're back below the 2 level, and we can see that this pair has made a livings for the good part of the second part of the year, just bouncing between this 0.8850 and 2 levels. So we're going to watch that closely, and that's going to give us a good chance to get into some fib trades for a pushback down lower on a multiple day series. And let's take a Swiss franc. Just think that it's basically the inverse of the USDJPY, but you can see this pair is riding this trend line lower. Very, very boring crappy setups in the stacker for the end of the month, and you can see it's basically atypical. I'd say the majority of traders are getting stuck on these same exact trades, but we had good setups in the beginning of the month, so it's all looking all washes out if we had taken those trades in the beginning of the month, because that's when we were just first discussing it with you guys. Let's take a look at the fib setups. As I've said, well, I haven't said, I said it last time when I just did this a couple of minutes ago. In all the pairs, I'm looking for moves lower. I'm looking for a move lower to get into these pairs in the Great Britain odd, Great Britain New Zealand, Euro JPY, Great Britain JPY. I'm only going to take fib moves to the downside at this point because I think we might be exhausted on this pop higher. So in the Great Britain New Zealand today, you can see we did pop up and get tagged the 50 fib, but that's before I would normally enter trades. I don't enter anything until the 21 GMT time, perfect. That was a nice setup, but unfortunately that wasn't in the cards. But we could see, as we've already talked about, the Great Britain New Zealand, a little bit of a rollover there, but we'll have to see. As long as the pair stays below this 2070, though, that will favor it. The Great Britain odd, same time, you can see you had the rollover, and then we had multiple chances to enter at this 179.80 level. Depending when you did it, you could have got in and got your 50 pips and broke even, but I held on that trade right then, and I'm not taking it now because it's too close to the end of the day. So the trading opportunities weren't apparently there at the moment, but I do favor definitely going short this pair also. And in the yen pairs, if we get a rollover of the USDJPY, that'll give us a chance to jump in short in those yen pairs. And I'm not 100% sure we're going to get a rollover, but that's what I'm looking for. And I guess we can take a look at those layouts. Layouts in the JPY in the short term, you can just say that the pair has never really retraced today and just kept going higher, except for the Euro JPY. It's just been in this consolidation mode, and I'm not interested in getting chopped up at the current moment. Need the range to expand before I would be interested in jumping into that. All right, everybody, I will put the trades out. Definitely some stacker and harmonic things to look at, such as the Aussie. Harmonics, we're going to be looking at the Aussie, I guess the Euro confirming the stacker, and the JPY, but we're also going to keep a look at the stacker trades in the Great Britain and the Euro, and keep a look for the fib trades out. I'll post everything today. I'm not sure on what time, probably around 6 ET time, or after the close, I guess, and we'll have everything out there. Now the stacker trades and harmonic trades, you just put those in and let them run. There's not something you're going to have to keep coming back. So it's quite different than the 50 fib trades where you have to come in and check and see exactly what's going on. All right, everybody, good luck trading, and I will talk to you later. Hope everybody had a great holiday also.